Alright everyone, welcome back to our SH Builders. So it's day 2 out here. This is just our second day. Of course, in yesterday and or the last video, built these walls here, tore off into the old section there, the old original part of the house. And today we're going to see what we can do about getting the floor on up top for the second story. So first thing I got to do is figure out exactly where and cut back the siding far enough for them to hang over. For the overhang, it's going to be cantilevered out just like this is, not necessarily the exact same amount. What we decided he wanted to do was we're just going to go this is about 6 feet, a little over 7 feet is what I meant to say. And we got 10 footers, so it should be roughly an inch, 1.5 feet overhang on both sides. And he wants to adjust it a little bit because he wants to use this window as the actual door for upstairs. So I might have to shift it this way a little bit, so there might be a little more overhang on this side than on this side. We'll just see how it comes out when I actually lay it off. Before I do that, though, I'm going to go ahead and finish putting these top plates on. That's only going to take a few seconds. Alright, so these are going to be the LVL supporting the old cantilever across there. They're, for the distance of what they're spanning, they are way oversized. But they're 14 inch because of the fact that that's what the existing house's floor joists are. So just matching that size. So, and this one is cut to where it'll go from I-Joist to I-Joist. And this one's cut to the actual 10 foot that we're going to use. So this, of course, you see that little notch there, and that notch only goes a 1/2 inch deep. That is perfectly fine for structural purposes. You're allowed to fully notch it within a certain distance of an end and all that. But then this is only... It's not even notched halfway through. So it goes a 1/2 inch deep, and that thing is 1 3/4 inches. But I had to notch it out because that's where they have a hard gas piping going up through in the original part of the house. So I just needed to notch it a little bit to leave room for that pipe. So now I'm going to go ahead and put them in. This was going to be the hardest because it's the one that needs to go up underneath that old floor and wall, but hopefully I should be able to kind of just rock it in the same way that I took the old one out, the old rim board out. So going to get that in, and then once we have those in, then I should be able to go ahead and start on the floor joist. Alright, so that actually went in a lot easier than I thought it was going to. Didn't give me any trouble at all. Went in super easy. But there it is. Both LVLs up. So now I'm going to go ahead and work on cutting all 5. I'm just going to cut all 5 at once and then take them in there. I'm going to cut all 5 of these I-joists here. And I-joists have pre-knockouts in them. I've seen lots of people not do it correctly. When you cut off of an end, make sure you cut all of them from the same end so those holes line up. It'll make your work later on a lot easier, whether you're running water lines or electrical or anything else that can fit through those knockouts. But I'm going to cut them all to exactly 10 feet, which is what I cut that last LVL to. And then we should be able to just mark them, put them up there, and nail them in place. Alright, so I went ahead and put up the other rim board on that far side over there, off camera, instead of having to move the camera all the way over there. So, but now I'm going to go ahead and put the floor ring up top. Gonna have to probably leave the camera down here. I don't have a good spot to put it up there right now. And I'm trying not to, the homeowner lives on the upstairs and they use that stairwell, so I don't want to put the camera up there and block that. But so I'm just going to kind of do from down here until I get at least the first sheet in place. Then I might move the camera up at that point. But then we'll be able to start on the second floor. Alright, so I've got the 2 main pieces down, plywood, so that it'll help with the overhangs. It'll help strengthen up a little bit the cantilevers. But it's getting pretty late, and I need another tube of the liquid nail. So I'll have to get one in the morning. I think I've got basically everything else that I'm going to need still, but I possibly would have had enough liquid nail, but that one tube got messed up. I don't know if it was visible on the actual hyperlapse or not, but it basically completely, the gun went through the bottom of it because the bottom of it was messed up. So I shook out enough out of it to be able to finish up this one here. Got sweat and salt from sweat in my eyeball, but I was able to shake enough out of the tube to finish that one there. But I'm going to need one more tube to be able to do this middle part. The middle is only about 27 inches. It's not even a full sheet, of course, at all. Which, I mean, they're not a full sheet this way anyways. But it's going to be about 27 by 6 feet is what they are, is the width they are. And then I'll be able to start framing the walls and the roof for up here. At least I'll have a platform to be able to finish cutting the siding up through and doing the work up here. Once I put down that other piece, the downstairs, I'm kind of done with it for right now until some decisions are made. There's a few issues that I pointed out, mainly having to do with like just being able to access stuff. There's not enough walkway in certain areas. So he's trying to decide how he wants to rearrange stuff. But up here, I can keep on going, keep on building. And tomorrow, I mean, did get a good bit done today, finished framing up that wall down there, which depending on how that change goes, I might end up closing that window off, which is as simple as putting 2 little pieces of stud in the middle of it. It's not a big deal, but I may have to do that and just close that off because the shower might end up going against that wall and then there won't be a window there anymore. But otherwise, I mean, I moved the tub inside or shower inside and then framed up that wall. Got this whole floor set up, which was the big thing, getting the LVL in and getting something to work from for going up the rest of the way. So now going to call it a day for here. Hope you enjoyed watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you the next time.